Streaming live now on News8000.com. You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now, this weekend.
Good evening, and thank you for watching News 8 Now this weekend. I'm Michael Germain. It has been a deadly weekend for mass shootings across the United States. Early Saturday morning, 2 people were killed in a shooting in downtown Minneapolis. In Birmingham, Alabama, at least 4 people were killed and over a dozen were injured in a mass shooting Saturday night. Police said that officers arrived on the scene and observed 2 adult males and 1 adult female lying unresponsive on the sidewalk, suffering from multiple gunshot wounds. All 3 were later declared deceased by the Fire and Rescue Department. A local resident describes what he heard as the incident unfolded.
Sounded like about 12 shots of a burst round gun went off. It sounded like 3 rounds at once, and we heard dot, 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 and then we saw a bunch of cops.
The police department said that the preliminary investigation revealed that multiple suspects opened fire on a crowd standing on the street and that no one was in custody yet.
Today is the first day of astronomical fall, and boy, did it feel like it out there. We finally have these fall temperatures across the area. That was thanks to that cold front that went through last night and then the cloud cover that we have out there. But before we get into that, we do have those rain totals from yesterday's storms. Some of the more northern areas saw a little bit less, but look at down by Madison and areas and more of the southeastern portions of our viewing area. Some places saw 2 inches or more of rainfall just yesterday, so it was definitely a wet one. We also got tons of hail reports. Thank you for sending in all your pictures. We really enjoy seeing stuff like that, and it helps the National Weather Service with the reports with all of these instances. So with that cooler temperatures that we had today, it wasn't necessarily cold quite yet, but we still got that time to get there. We do see those clouds starting to move out now as it kept us cooler this afternoon. We are going to keep it cool as we go into the evening hours, dipping down into the 50s as the sun sets in both Eau Claire and La Crosse. So it's going to be a nice, cool and clear evening. Definitely still pretty comfortable to get out there. I would wear a long sleeve though. It's a little bit chillier, but we don't have to deal with the wind. So it's calm, cool, and fall-like. I'm very happy about this.
Oh, you can't complain. Like you said, definitely felt like the first day of fall out there. Really cool, and I'm excited.
We got a good payoff after a hotter week.
Oh yeah, for sure. Can't complain. Nicole, thank you for that. Highway 14 is closed from County Road End to East Hills Road after a 2-vehicle accident. A News 8 photographer on scene reported 2 vehicles in the road on Highway 14 near the town of Shelby. 2 people were transported to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. The names of the individuals involved are not released at this time. La Crescent's Apple Fest will come to an end after today, but not before the annual King Apple Parade. It's the last big event of the festival, but one of the most popular this year is the 76th annual King Apple Parade. The family-oriented parade brings multiple generations of the surrounding communities together year after year.
What I really enjoy about the parade, of course, are the different generations of people coming together, but also joining citizens of La Crescent from many other communities like the one I come from too.
If you missed the parade but still want to celebrate the last day of Apple Fest, there will be live music and food vendors at the King Apple tent until 9:30 tonight. The 2024 Oktoberfest medallion has officially been found. Oktoberfest USA announced Sunday morning that Willie Bittner and Carrie Pischke found the medallion in the Eagle Watch area Saturday. The couple takes home a $500 cash prize and a medallion replica. The Hmong community gathered to celebrate the New Year in West Salem this weekend. The La Crosse Hmong New Year celebration at Veterans Memorial State Park is the largest annual event for the Hmong community. The Hmong New Year is a time to give thanks and remember ancestry. Traditional food, music, and dancing were enjoyed by attendees. Dance competition is one way the community passes the Hmong culture onto younger generations.
Especially for young girls and young boys that doesn't know much about the Hmong culture, it's slowly getting left behind. And so I think that dancing really, or Hmong dancing really pushes them to learn more about their culture and just to remind them where we come from, you know.
Volleyball, soccer, and cornhole tournaments were included in the annual celebration. Nearly 1,000 county officials from around the state are making their way to La Crosse. Wisconsin Counties Association Conference features many state speakers. Additionally, 30 educational workshops are held to highlight particular issues certain counties are facing. One attendee says conferences like this can be used as a learning tool.
You're never too old to learn, and there's always something you can learn at coming to this conference. Plus, you make lasting relationships and friendships.
Monday's conference will include Governor Tony Evers and a discussion on the political landscape. Tuesday will include a pre-recorded video of U.S. Senate candidate Eric Hovde and Senator Tammy Baldwin. Both candidates are on the campaign trail as we continue to get closer to the 2024 presidential race. Those details when we return.
Their Bidenomics led to the highest inflation in 40 years, highest gas prices ever, skyrocketing interest rates, unaffordable housing, incomes down, unemployment rising, and a recession now headed our way. Yet Kamala Harris is clueless.
We are very proud of Bidenomics. Bidenomics is working.
I'm Donald J. Trump, and I approve this message.
My feet hurt so bad in the morning, I couldn't even put my feet on the floor. So I had to start engineering my own arch support. So I got that, then I put this in there, this one. Finally, before I added another one of these in, I went to Good Feet, and they gave me this. So I built all this together to engineer a solution to my pain. And if I'd have just gone to Good Feet, I'd have been better off in the first place.
Good Feet arch supports, engineered for pain relief, personally fitted for you.
I have had the privilege of working with an exceptional team to install over 12,000 home improvements for local homeowners in the last 35 years. Now it's time for me to spend a little more time with my bride of over 50 years. Fortunately, I found an experienced remodeling contractor and corporate project manager to lead the board store into the future.
And with an outstanding team by my side, I am proud to lead this amazing company my dad has built. And we look forward to continuing to serve you with the great value that is the board store trademark.
It's Carl's grand opening of our new store here in Marshall, Minnesota.
As we grow more, you save more.
Join us on Thursday, September 26th at noon for a ribbon cutting with the Chamber.
Register to win all kinds of prizes.
Save 40% on major appliances. Serta mattresses, TVs, and grills are all on sale.
These specials are good in all Carl stores.
We now have 31 stores in 7 states. Come join us in Marshall.
We'll see you on Thursday. Carl's your servicing dealer since 1956.
You're watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
The presidential candidates and their teams are attending events this weekend with less than a month and a half before the election. Former President Donald Trump campaigned in the battleground state of North Carolina. CBS News correspondent Wendy Gillette has the latest on the campaign trail from New York.
Proud to be an American.
Former President Donald Trump told a crowd in Wilmington, North Carolina, if elected, he'll end sanctuary cities in the U.S., which provide refuge for migrants.
I will ask Congress to pass a law outlawing sanctuary cities nationwide, and we will bring down the full weight of the federal government on any jurisdiction that refuses to cooperate with ICE.
Trump also addressed the possibility of a second debate with his Democratic challenger, Vice President Kamala Harris, after she accepted an invitation from CNN for a debate on October 23rd.
The problem with another debate is that it's just too late. Voting has already started.
In-person voting got underway Friday in Virginia, Minnesota, and South Dakota. Later today, Harris will head to New York City for a fundraiser. Her vice presidential pick, Minnesota Governor Tim Walz, hit the campaign trail yesterday in the swing state of Pennsylvania, where he courted Latino voters.
We have a long history of being home to Puerto Rican and Latino families who chose to start their lives in our state.
Trump will take a break from the campaign trail, spending the day at his Florida home. He's scheduled to hold another rally tomorrow night in Pennsylvania. Wendy Gillette, CBS News.
Trump's pick for Vice President Ohio Senator J.D. Vance also campaigned yesterday in Pennsylvania. Trump held his rally in North Carolina without GOP candidate Mark Robinson, who's currently facing controversy and increasing calls to drop out of his race. Coming up on News 8, the movie theater could look completely different the next time you go. The reason why, right after the break.
It's definitely felt like the first day of fall out there today. I'll have all the details on how long these cooler temperatures will stick around coming up after the break.
COVID-19 cases are on the rise. Get the updated COVID-19 vaccine at Hy-Vee. Schedule online today or just stop by any Hy-Vee pharmacy. No appointment necessary. Plus, get your flu shot and earn a 20-cent fuel saver. Only at Hy-Vee.
This ad is a complete lie. The truth is, Tammy Baldwin's never shared inside information with her partner. And Tammy Baldwin's leading the fight to ban senators from purchasing any individual stocks. It's Eric Hovde, who owns a $3 billion California bank. And Hovde's bank takes millions from unknown foreign interests, meaning we'd have no idea who Eric Hovde would really be working for. Eric Hovde, what's wrong with this guy?
I'm Tammy Baldwin, and I approve this message.
We're cranking up the voltage, Wisconsin. Lottery retailers all around the state are lighting up with the latest limited time offer. It's Badger 5, 5 will get you 6. During the month of September, players who buy a $5 or greater Badger 5 ticket will receive a bonus ticket for the next drawing of Badger 5. This electric offer is only available for a limited time and only at Wisconsin lottery retailers.
From sunup to sundown, Bagnevsky Heating and Air Conditioning has been servicing our Cooley region for 59 years. Whether you're in La Crosse, Onalaska, West Salem, Holmen, or La Crescent, take comfort your heating and cooling needs are met with our trusted staff, longevity, and 100% satisfaction guaranteed. Be ready this fall and call Bagnevsky Heating and Air Conditioning for your furnace cleaning check today. Bagnevsky Heating and Air Conditioning, your local train dealer. It's hard to stop a train.
As a prosecutor, I never asked a victim or a witness, are you a Republican or a Democrat? The only thing I ever asked them, are you okay? And that's the kind of president we need right now. Someone who cares about you and is not putting themselves first. I intend to be a president for all Americans and focus on investing right now in you, the American people. And we can chart a new way forward. I'm Kamala Harris, and I approve this message.
COVID-19 cases are on the rise. Get the updated COVID-19 vaccine at Hy-Vee. Schedule online today or just stop by any Hy-Vee pharmacy. No appointment necessary. Plus, get your flu shot and earn a 20-cent fuel saver. Only at Hy-Vee.
You expect more, so thank you for watching News 8 Now.
For Tupperware, the party is over. The iconic brand, once a staple of American kitchens, filed this week for bankruptcy, citing what it called macroeconomic challenges.
To find out about Tupperware parties, look in the yellow pages under housewares or plastics.
Not anymore. Tupperware, the company that once symbolized innovation, is going the way of the phone book. For almost 8 decades, Tupperware has produced plastic containers of every size and color, the epitome of kitchen kitsch. Founded by Earl Tupper in 1942, his business model was revolutionary.
The one way to buy Tupperware is a fun way.
He offered women the opportunity to make their own money in their own homes by throwing a party for the neighbors to sell them Tupperware. At its height, the home-based sales force numbered more than 3 million. But to many, Tupperware is more than just plastic, holding not just leftovers, but memories. Really locks it in. Durable, some of it has passed down through generations as heirlooms. And while Tupperware struggled to stay relevant in a food delivery world,
welcome to my very first Tupperware party.
The brand remained pop culture cool.
These are some of the finest plastic products on the household market.
So we still feeling pretty good about this 32-piece set here?
Now the brand risks passing into history, its lid sealed with a burp. But like a plastic time capsule, Tupperware will long preserve a piece of American history, the post-war era, suburbia, and kitchens 1950s style. Happy days indeed. Nancy Chen, CBS News, New York.
You will soon see some new upgrades the next time you go to the movie theater. The industry group representing the largest 8 theater chains in the United States and Canada has announced it was investing more than $2 billion in new upgrades. Some of the renovations include projection technology, better sound systems and seating, revamped carpeting, and better food. The trade group also says arcades and bowling may also be added to the theaters. And all the 3-year renovation plan encompasses 21,000 screens, or nearly 70% of the North American box office. Budget hotel chain Motel 6 was just sold for $525 million. India-based hotel company Oyo will pay cash for the deal, which also includes the chain's offshoot brand Studio 6. Motel 6 was founded in 1962. The name originally came from offering an all-cash nightly rate of $6. Well, today is truly the first day that feels like fall here in La Crosse. And with that, let's send it over to meteorologist Nicole Skalicki on the temperatures we can expect for the rest of the week.
Yeah, the whole western portion of the United States got to feel like fall today. If you take a look at the high temperatures across the United States today, many of the areas to the west staying in the 70s, apart from some places a little bit further to the south. Now, as we go to the east, that's a different story. We can see that big gradient that was from that cold front that passed through our area last night, and it's really making effect as it slowly moves over, hopefully giving these folks some relief soon. So here's our high temperature today in La Crosse, 70 degrees. Got a little bit cooler than that since then. Right now we're sitting at 68 in La Crosse and Eau Claire as well. Many folks staying in the mid to upper 60s for the high temperatures today. So it's a beautiful one out there. Here's where we should be for this time of year, really sitting between the upper 60s to the low 70s. So we were right on par for that today, right around average for this time of year. Definitely is starting to feel a little bit more seasonable and a little bit like fall. So going into the rest of the week, we're going to see calm and dry conditions for the most part going into the week. We could have a little bit of a switch up as we get to the later half. Then we're going to feel a little bit of a slight warm up. I want to emphasize slight. It's not going to get too hot. Don't worry. We're still going to feel like fall for the majority of it. And then we could see some rain chances going into the weekend. So here's our overview for what we should expect. There's that cold front that passed down as we were going through Saturday night that brought us all that rain yesterday. That system's slowly moving off to the west, not really making any impacts for us. As we go throughout the week, we're going to see high pressure move in, and after that it's really going to emphasize those calm and dry conditions as we go into the week. Now going into the weekend, into Friday, we can start to see a little bit of precipitation way down to the south. This is what could potentially be the next hurricane down in the Gulf. We are seeing a forecast of a disturbance down by Mexico right now. Not anything yet, hasn't become anything yet, excuse me. It's still just some rumbles of thunder down there, but it is forecasted in the next 4 days, or excuse me, in the next 2 days, there is a 40% chance of this becoming a tropical storm, and then in the next 5 days, looking at an 80% chance. So there is a really good likelihood that whatever this system is deciding to do right now will shape up a little bit and become a little bit more organized, becoming a tropical storm as it gets into the Gulf, and that could potentially bring up some moisture into our area later into the week. But this is all still a very changing situation. Nothing's quite set in stone for this, but we do have a few rain chances going into the weekend just to account for that. Again, a lot of uncertainty with these kind of situations. The storm isn't even there yet, quite yet, but we are forecasting for that to be a factor as we go into the weekend. So because of that, we do have just those slight 20% chances of rain going into Friday and the weekend as well. Definitely not predicting it to be a washout quite yet, but there is that chance for those showers to return. Here's our overnight lows tonight. It's going to be a chilly one. It's going to be pretty clear though, so it'll be a nice night for some stargazing, but I would definitely bundle up if you're going out there. And then tomorrow's highs, very similar to what we saw today. The only difference is we're actually going to have the sun poking up for the majority of the day, so that'll be nice. And then going into the beginning of the week, staying at 72 for tomorrow, 74 on Tuesday, feeling a lot like fall. And then there's our very slight warm up. We're still hopefully staying in the upper 70s, but other than that, we have those few shower chances, but it's really feeling like fall for the rest of the week, so I'm excited.
I think we're both excited. We've been talking about this for what feels like the past, I don't know, month. And
it feels like we've been begging.
Yeah, we've been begging, and it's finally here, so we can't complain. Nicole, thank you. Coming up in sports, the Packers without Jordan Love once again. Could Malik Willis lead them to another victory? Plus, the Vikings looking for another statement win. Jacob is in next with sports.
Is it time for new windows or doors? Contact the company who has done the research for you. The best windows and doors installed by the best people. Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions.
National Democrats are spending millions on deceptive ads like these that lie and try to confuse you. Why? Because Democrats like Harris and Baldwin don't want you to focus on their radical record, allowing men to compete in girls' sports, funding a clinic that offers transgender therapy to minors without parents' consent, giving stimulus checks to illegals while Wisconsin families struggle. Baldwin and Democrats want you to focus on anything but their radical agenda.
I'm Eric Hovde, and I approve this message.
Thousands of our heroes face the difficult choice between keeping their heat and power on or facing homelessness. 21,000 Wisconsin veterans are living below the poverty line. Wisconsin loses 3 veterans to suicide every week. Together, our mission is to provide all struggling Wisconsin veterans with a critical survival safety net. You can make a real difference by providing a donation to the Wisconsin Heat and Housing for Heroes initiative.
Kamala supports taxpayer-funded sex changes for prisoners.
Surgery.
For prisoners.
For prisoners. Every transgender inmate in the prison system would have access.
It's hard to believe, but it's true. Even the liberal media was shocked Kamala supports taxpayer-funded sex changes for prisoners and illegal aliens.
Every transgender inmate would have access.
Kamala's for they, them. President Trump is for you.
I'm Donald J. Trump, and I approve this message.
Covering all of the exciting action from your community, here's News 8 Now Sports.
We are to week number 3 of the NFL season. We'll begin with the Packers, who are in the country music capital of the world today, hoping to leave town singing a winning tune. No Jordan Love again, so Malik Willis faces the team that traded him to Green Bay. It was a great start for today's starter and company. He leads an impressive first drive and caps it off with a 5-yard rush to make it 7-0 Pack. In the late first quarter, Titans beginning a drive, but on the pass to the outside, Jair Alexander jumps the route, and he will high-step his way into the end zone for his first career pick 6 to make it 17-7. Offense then looking to add a little cushion to their lead, and it's a great play call by Matt LaFleur right here as the screen to Emmanuel Wilson is going to go for 6. That's his first career touchdown, and that makes it 27-7, and that was plenty of scoring for the Packer defense as they were sensational today. 8 sacks in the game, 2 more interceptions, which matches their total from all of last year in just 3 games. Now here's a happy Matt LaFleur and Malik Willis after the game on that defensive performance.
I thought just the way we were flying around, getting after the quarterback, putting pressure on him, hitting him, that's tough on a quarterback. And, you know, we got guys in the back end that have great ball skills, and I think that was pretty evident.
8 sacks, right? Oh, my goodness, that was super. I mean, they won the game for us. If we want to say that, them guys did great. Everybody deserves a game ball. I'll pay how much money out of my pocket to everybody. They keep doing that. I add to their salaries. Oh, my goodness. Hey, that was amazing. But it was good to see, and those guys work hard all week, and you just love to see it come to fruition out there on the field.
And in Minnesota, a battle of unbeatens. Vikings and Texans doing battle really early in this one. Minnesota defense makes a big play. Kamu Grugier-Hill. The former Texan gets the pick, setting up his offense in great position, and they would cash in. Third down, Sam Darnold surveying the field, has time, rolls out to his left and finds Justin Jefferson in the end zone as Minnesota strikes first. Some more grittying for the star wideout right there. And the same score later in the quarter. On third down again, it's Darnold staying calm in the pocket, hitting Aaron Jones across the middle, and he's in for the score to make it 14-0. Just a complete performance today by the Vikes. Darnold hitting Johnny Munt for another touchdown in the fourth quarter. Minnesota might be the surprise of the season so far as they win big over Houston. So this is the matchup for next week. Will Jordan Love be back under center? Will the Vikings continue to play well with Sam Darnold at the helm? These questions and more will be answered in just 7 days. Should be a good one. And as of right now, kickoff set for noon. That's sports. We're back after this.
It can be back-breaking work all day, every day, pretty much on your feet. So it burns me up when Eric Hovde says people in Wisconsin don't work hard. The guy is a multi-millionaire California banker. He has absolutely no idea what we're going through. He's living the high life out there in a big fancy house. He even brags about being in the 1%. Listen, don't come here and tell us we're not working hard when we are just getting by. Eric Hovde doesn't respect us at all. The guy's a straight-up jerk. ESTC is responsible for the content of this ad.
Phones were made to help us connect, yet somehow they've made us less connected. Which is ironic. Don't you think? We try to put our phones down, but we need to pick them up to see the menu. We can't watch something without also watching something else. Ironic. Ironic. But look, here's a phone company who wants you to use your phone less. That's ironic. Yeah, but in a good way. Let's find us again with Us Mode. U.S. Cellular, built for us. Traffic jam. Ugh, and I'm already late.
Are you thinking about new windows and doors? A new bathroom, a new kitchen, maybe a sunroom, siding, or a deck? Get started today with special savings while we celebrate serving homeowners for over 35 years. While we celebrate Danielle becoming the new general manager.
And celebrate Dad's 80th birthday.
Best products.
The best people.
Best prices.
35th anniversary at the Board Store.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
The feet have a really big impact on how the rest of the body moves. The knees, the hips, the lower back especially. If the foot isn't properly aligned, all of these joints are going to function incorrectly. That results in a lot of muscle tension and chronic pain. What I really like about the Good Feet system is that the right arch supports can put the foot in its proper alignment, so all the joints up the rest of the body will be aligned properly as well. And when the body's aligned, we can reduce the risk of injury and chronic pain.
Hip, knee, or back pain? See if Arch Supports can help you at the Good Feet store.
Well, it's going to be a great day to pick up a pumpkin spice latte, especially on a Monday. Extra large, please. It's going to feel like fall out there. For the rest of the week, honestly.
Oof, God, does that sound good? A pumpkin spice latte?
We're gonna have to get one.
Gonna have to get one. Well, we want to thank you for watching News 8 Now. We'll see you at 10.